Hey everybody, hello my collective community. I am your girl Two Claps Oracle. I know that I have been inconsistent and I'm very sorry, but I got some good news. As of yesterday, my daughter has been returned to me on paper, and I have legal and sole custody of my daughter. So she's back home. The Department of Children and Family Services is out of our life. My lawyer put in a not guilty plea on Monday for my felony case, and on next week on the 3rd, I go and conclude the case with my mother, and it's going to be all thrown out, and I'm moving on my way. So moving forward, I want to say thank you for all of the Cash App donations. If you guys could keep that up and keep sending me some good vibrations and some good financial donations, because my daughter's back full time and we are living off of my savings account right now, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, you can hit the link in the bio. You can get me something from my wish list, or my daughter something from her wish list. I would thank you so much. But I want to get into this reading, and I want to say this is going to be a two-part reading today. Remember, these cards, the Ancestors and Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards by Kyle Gray, these have 4 different styles of reading. Because of time, I only do the 2-card spread or the 3-card spread. I don't do the 5 or the 7-card spread because we'll be here for a long time. And the point that I try to make is to keep your attention, get you to pay attention to me, and then I move out your way. Anybody that's long-winded is like church. You get tired of listening to them talk. Some of these damn readings be too long, and I'm like, girl, you're doing too much, okay? I want to talk about this and say you can't make deals with God. You can't make deals with God, but there is a catch to that. See, God is not in the business with making deals with people that he created. But see, the universe, we make deals with the universe all the time. But I need to let you know on the back end, you can't make deals with God, but you can make deals with the universe, because the universe only operates out of positive and negative energies and intentions, okay? What happens is, like myself included, I'll give you an example. A lot of us are sitting up with people that are no longer supposed to be in our life, but we feel that we need them for something. So we won't take that leap of faith. We've already got one foot out the door, but we won't put the other foot out the door and close the door because we feel we still need them, right? My situation, you all know my mother took my car, put it in her name, and let me interject real quick. The universe wrecked that car that she took from me after I paid my brother $4,700 for me, and it looks disgusting, so she can't even drive it. Haha. Anyways, I have a situation where I have somebody in my life. They are a cool guy, but they're not a good guy. It's too much red flags and they think I can't see them. However, I have access to their vehicle when they are around me, and it works out for me. But I don't really need access to their vehicle. It's just comfortable. So what I told the universe maybe a month ago is that I was going to take a 30-day fast from alcohol, because I don't drink alcohol. I only picked it up because he drank alcohol. Now I'm seeing things even more clearly, and I never was a drinker, so I don't even like it. I'm a marijuana smoker, okay? But I can't smoke that right now because I'm on them crackers papers, okay? On King David. So anyway, after that, I told the universe, I just need him for court on the 3rd, so I don't have to pay nearly $100 to lift to another county, and I need him to take my daughter to a doctor's appointment, right? So he lets me have free reign with the car, but you have to understand that the enemy knows that you need something from them. So even if the human doesn't know that you're trying to move away from them, the spirit that's operating the human does. So there's somebody out there, right? You're trying to make deals with the person that you need to get away with. He pays half the bills, so you don't want to get rid of him until you get financially secure. There's a woman out there that lets you drive her car, but you're sick of her. You don't want to move past her. There's a family member that watches your child while you go to work. There's a family member that looks out for you when you need it. That's why you don't get past them. Well, let me tell you something. And once you put the intention out to the universe that you're going to move past these people at a specific time, once that time comes and you don't move forward, please understand that means you lied to the universe. Your intention was not pure. You did not keep your word, and all of those red flags and that negative energy that comes with that person is going to hit you. So let's get right into this 2-card spread about your intentions with the universe. Remember, take God out of this situation. Why? Because when God wants you done with somebody, you're done with them. It ain't nothing you can do. And God is not the person that's going to sit around and let you make deals with it. But because the universe is not God, it is not a universal consciousness. It is just an energetic expression of a collective community of human beings. It can only give you what you put out and put in. So it will give you the energetic desires of your heart and put you in positions to win. However, if you don't keep your end of the bargain, it's going to unleash whatever energy that it's blocking from that person that can harm you or get you off track. Once you don't move away, the universe will move, and that energy is going to usher itself in. Let's get right into this card. We're going to get right into this first card. This is your Wise card. See, in this whole situation that you're dealing with this person that you know you don't need to be with, you were wise enough to know that you were only going to enjoy the good times, just like myself. I don't never give y'all a reading if I'm not going through it either. I always ask the oracle cards and the oracles and God and the universe to give me an expression that can help me and help you. See, most of us, we're wise enough to know that the person we connected to ain't going to be here long. They either drink too much, they do drugs, they don't take a shower, they're not supportive. They're only in your life because they're helping you get to where you need to be, right? So let's say you have kids and you met a good guy, right? And this guy has nothing wrong with him outside of helping you with your kids, outside of helping you pay half the bills, outside of making sure everything goes smooth. He's a good partner. But see, there's a difference between having a good partner and somebody that's a good partner for partnership, okay? See, his red flags don't outweigh his red flags are not minimal enough to be overlooked. Okay, so as soon as you started dealing with him, in the beginning, everything was cool. You was happy with this person. You was laughing with this person. You was spending time with this person. But instantly something happened. Let me give y'all an example. The guy that I'm dating, I met him, right? And he was a great guy. Instantly, I said, wow, I got a guy with a great job. I have a guy with his own home, his own car. Everything is going to go good. We were dating for a week and then he lost his job. Red flag at number one. That meant that his energy met my energy and now the discrepancy started right away. Okay. But he still came with some good things. Now, I was able to see him fully because he wasn't working. Now he still paid his bills. He still got his unemployment. He still maintained his car. He still maintained his child support. But then once we started spending a lot of time around each other, I started to notice that he was not supportive of the things that I was supportive of. It would give off an envious feeling. So what I'm saying is you were wise enough to know that this man or the woman that you want to get away from now, the honeymoon actually ended soon. Let's just say the honeymoon phase lasts about a year. It's starting to end now. I'm at the 6 months mark. The 6 month mark is usually when you know if you're going to really go into a relationship with somebody, if you want to live with somebody, you want to see what you're doing. I want out. You want out. And the universe wants you to get out because you're wise enough to know that the person that you're settling for is making you feel comfortable. So let's just say you don't have a car and they have a car, but they let you have access to the car. You have to understand that the spirit that's operating the human being already knows that they're not supposed to be with you. They already know that the time is ticking. So if they don't get you pregnant, if they don't get into a lease with you, then you all are going to have to go your separate ways. Let me give you another example, right? His lease for his apartment is up May 31st. I asked the universe to hold out until May 4th, which is next week on Thursday. So if I'm done by May 4th, we are moving on because May 31st begins another chapter in his life. And I asked the universe, can I keep him until May 4th? Now, I couldn't go to God and make a deal with God because God has already shown me where this relationship is going to go. Now, when it comes to God showing you something, you have to use your wisdom and your discernment. And when you use your wisdom and discernment, as far as God is concerned, when God shows you the truth about a person, you can let him go right in. So I saw everything that God showed me that was to come. And then I went and made a deal with the universe. Now, I know a lot of you will say that's stupid, but we do it all the time. Now, the flags that God showed me were not detrimental enough for me to move abruptly. Instead, God said, move slow, move strategically, and then you make your exit. My exit is next week. A lot of you are stuck in situations and you knew you were supposed to be done with that person a year ago because you were wise enough to know. You were wise enough to know to grow within your current situation. See, you're still stuck with that person because God wants you to grow within this situation. And if you're growing within this situation, you're learning more red flags. You're learning more things about this personality type. You're learning more things about the situation that you are in. And you're learning things about yourself. If you're very smart like me, if I'm financially stable and I have a vehicle and I have my own home and me and my daughter are secure, I'm not even interested in dating. But most of the time we'll bring men or we'll bring a partner in to help us where we feel we are lacking. So that means our faith is lacking. So let's get into the second card. You're the hermit. You're recharging. See, in my situation, me and this person only were in the house together. I think there was some energy from him that I needed, and there was some energy from me that he needed. So now we have this even exchange. What I'm saying is, somebody out there, you're trying to figure out why you and this person just won't break away. You know this person to stay with you and deal with you and be comfortable with you. But the more stories they tell, the more of their character that you see, you know that if you stay with this person, it won't be bad, but it won't be good. You'll just be a hermit stuck dormant in a particular place, okay? Let me tell you something. When this card right here is telling you to be a hermit, it's telling you to relax, to retreat, and regroup and become who you want to be. If you know that you're finna move past another person like myself, start writing down, going on Pinterest, going on TikTok, saving videos and saving pins to become the person you want to be. See, you have to use this downtime. You have to use this comfortable time to start making your exit. And the exit is not just leaving. See, you have to give the universe energy, and you have to give the universe new intentions to work with so it can get you to your path of least resistance. I know I want to get back in the gym. I know I want to go after my PhD. I know that I want to move to Texas. I know that I want to meet a good guy. I know that I want to travel. I know that I want to make a new group of friends. I know that I want to be a foodie, and I know I want to give vlogging a try, okay? So if I know all of these things about myself, I have to write those intentions down. I have to start looking at those kind of boards. I have to start doing those kind of things in the hermit stage, because once you move past this comfortable relationship, this comfortable stage that you're settling for right now because you don't have the faith or you don't have the resources to make an abrupt exit from this energy that you know that you don't want to be with long term, you have to give the universe something to work with. See, it's not enough to say, you know what, on the 4th, I'm leaving. No, my intention was on the 3rd, I'm done with this case with my mother. On the 4th, I'm done with my daughter's stuff for her SSI, her doctor's appointment. After that, I can deal with everything because it's within reach and it's within reason. Anything that comes after the 4th, I no longer need them. See, that's when I'm going to jump off the boat into the water. See, a lot of us will say, well, universe, just give me a little bit. I'm going to leave them after this. And then that happens, and then you make a new thing, because really, internally, you have gotten comfortable with this person. You have gotten comfortable with the idea of the arrangement that you have, and you don't want to move past them because being comfortable is better than being uncomfortable. See, when you don't have a car, you got to get kids to school, or you got to get to work, and you got to do this and that, and you don't have the money for an Uber or a Lyft, or if it's not in walking distance, that's going to scare you. But faith is the knowing of things happening and working out in your favor without seeing how it's going to get done. So while you're in this hermit stage, it's to build your faith. See, let me tell you what happens, how Satan works. We are at a level in our spring growth and our development. If you've been following me since the beginning, there is nothing in your life that is going to go awry, that is going to go off track and going to mess up. The only thing you can do is get stuck where you are, or the only thing you can do is slow down your momentum. So if you're in your hermit stage, okay, and you are trying to manifest the desires of your heart, and you are ready to move into summer, into your abundant and your blessing season, the only way that you can do that and not get stuck where you are is if you are smart enough and you are wise enough, like you are, to understand that the only thing Satan can do right now is just get you stuck. If he can get you stuck on this level, he will be satisfied with that. If I can only get her pregnant, if I can only get him to nut in her, if I can only get something to happen that she feels she got to stay with this person. Because see, this person that she's with or this person that he's with, they're supposed to go in different directions. And if I can just keep them bound to each other because they think they need each other and they got comfortable with each other, then I got them. No, you got to jump off the porch. If you know in your heart that you've already made the decision that you are going to move past the person that you don't really deeply love, you have love for them, it's a difference. You don't want to marry them. You don't want to meet their parents. You don't want to meet their children. You don't really want to go that deep into the relationship with them, then you need to get away from them. You need to set an intention of when you're going to get out and watch you be delivered. I'm out on the 4th. See, if I would have got my money prematurely and if I would have got my car prematurely, then none of this message would have come to you all because I would have been left. See, my objective is to get to Texas or get where God wants me to be. And I'm hoping that he will take me back, because when he made me move in 2014, he told me he will move me back when the time is right. And that's where I want to be. It took today for me to really, really, really say, okay, look, I can't wait for next week because I'm up out of here. Okay. I got to get up out of here. I got to move on. I got to move strong. So the point that I'm making is, if you're in a situation, my brother or my sister, you were wise enough to know in the beginning that this was only going to go to a certain point. But now you're comfortable. Now you're prematurely asking yourself, how I'm gonna pay all the bills, how I'm gonna get my kids to school, how I'm gonna get to work. Oh my God, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. Forget how I'm gonna do this and how I'm gonna do that. If you show God that you have faith, something is gonna work out in your favor. But you need to be wise enough that if you've already made a deal with the universe that you're going to move on from a situation, and you have had a easy road leading up until when you're supposed to make your exit, understand you need to be wise enough to know that if you don't move quickly and you don't move out of the way when you said that you were, everything that's going to be unleashed onto you because your intention wasn't pure. Remember, you were only supposed to be with this man or this woman for a season and a reason, and to learn. Move on and move strong and move past them. You are in your hermit stage. Move past being comfortable. Get prepared to be a little bit uncomfortable, because the person that you are trying to create now and the life that you're trying to create now, it's on its way in this next season. I love you all. Thank y'all so much. I will be back with a 3-part spread tomorrow. Remember, hit the Cash App, hit the link in the bio for the wish list. Thank you all. I'm your girl, 2 Claps.